In the middle of the city, there was an old street with a house that everyone talked about. Some said the house was haunted, others claimed a terrifying incident had taken place there, and many people were so frightened that they avoided passing through that street after sunset. But the truth was that behind the windows of that house, there was a story no one had ever imagined. The house belonged to Mr. Riaz, a simple, middle-aged man who appeared to live alone, but behind his loneliness was a deep, heartbreaking secret. Every day, he went to the market quietly, bought what he needed, and returned home without talking to anyone. Whenever children in the street saw him, they whispered to each other, "Isn't he the man whose house makes strange noises at night?" But the children had no idea that there was a completely different story behind those sounds. Every night, when the clock struck 12, Mr. Riaz would walk to the last room of the house, the room whose door always remained closed. A faint yellow glow spilled out from its window, but what happened inside was a mystery to everyone. The moment he opened the door, a soft warmth, like an old memory suddenly awakening, filled the air. Inside was a small table scattered with countless photographs, some unfinished, some complete, and some covered with the dust of time. Every night he arranged these pictures, cleaned some, created new ones, and during the process, sometimes a gentle smile appeared on his face, and sometimes his eyes silently filled with tears. One day, a young reporter named Ahmed came to the city. He loved uncovering mysterious and thrilling stories. When he heard the rumors about the house, curiosity lit up in his eyes. "This will be a perfect subject for a report," he thought. That night, he quietly entered the street, with his camera hidden in his bag. He hid behind an old tree in front of the house. The street was silent. Only a distant dog's bark echoed in the air. Exactly at midnight, he saw Mr. Riaz enter the room, and the light turned on. With his heartbeat racing, Ahmed slowly moved toward the window. He peeked inside and froze. Mr. Riaz was carefully cleaning an old photograph. But the picture wasn't of any ordinary person. It was of a little child. A sweet, innocent face, big sparkling eyes, and a gentle smile that could melt anyone's heart. Ahmed wondered, "Who is this child? What connection does he have with him?" At that very moment, Mr. Riaz whispered softly, "Forgive me, my son. I couldn't fulfill my promise. I couldn't give you the life you deserved." A wave of chills ran down Ahmed's spine. The next morning, he went to the market and asked, "Has there ever been a child living at Mr. Riaz's house?" People looked confused and shook their heads. "No, he has always lived alone." But then an old grandmother called him near. "My child, you don't know. There was a time when Riaz was a cheerful, lively man. He had a son, Ayaan. He was his entire world. What happened to him?" Ahmed asked anxiously. Her voice grew heavy. "A tragic accident, and the child passed away. After that, Riaz was never the same." A strange sadness settled in Ahmed's heart. He returned to Mr. Riaz's house. The door opened, revealing a tired but gentle face. "What do you want from me?" "I'm Ahmed. I want to know about Ayaan." Shock and pain blended on Mr. Riaz's face. After a brief silence, he said, "Come in." Ahmed entered. The house was neat and clean, but filled with an overwhelming quietness. Mr. Riaz took him to the room that was always closed. "This was my son's room. I keep it exactly as he left it. Every night, I sit with his pictures. It's all I have left." Ahmed's eyes grew moist. "I thought people would think I'm insane if I told them. But Ayaan was my breath. After his mother passed away, he was all I had." He handed Ahmed a picture. In the photo, little Ayaan was holding his father's hand, smiling brightly. "The sounds people hear at night, they're not ghosts. It's just me talking to my son. Because as long as I live, I will never let his memory fade." Ahmed finally understood. Behind all the rumors was not something scary, but a story of love, loss, and a father's undying grief. He left the house as a completely changed person. The next day, Ahmed wrote his report. This is the story of a father who disappeared from the world's noise, but remained alive in his son's memory. We judge people without knowing the battles they fight in silence, without realizing that behind their quietness lies an entire world of pain and love. The report went viral. For the first time in years, people walked into that old street not with fear, but with respect and compassion. From his window, Mr. Riaz watched them and smiled softly. Ayaan, look, my son, people are finally beginning to understand us. And perhaps that night, for the first time, the old street glowed not with fear, but with the warmth of love.